Hey folks, this is Matt once again doing a little vlog, well hopefully little. Basically just seeing what's up. I know it's been a few days since I've done any videos, but I've been very addicted to the Expendables as you've seen on my channel, sort of Expendables month. But basically just talking about some of the films I've seen recently. Basically that's what it is. Let's get right to it. Films that actually got Johnny Mnemonic, which I didn't have it on DVD, I have VHS, but hell, why not? You know, Johnny Mnemonic. It's not that great, but hell, helps with my Dolph Lundgren collection. Read the Bruce Lee story. Actually, someone got this for me, and to be honest, I'm not a fan of this movie. It's a collector's edition, so there's a commentary, there's a featurette, like a 7-minute feature film back in the day. But read the Bruce Lee story. I'm not a big fan of this movie. I like Bruce Lee. Jason Scott Lee does a good job, and it has a beautiful score by Randy Edelman, but the film just was not interesting. I felt the film was too long. The fight scenes were good, but at the same time, like, it's Jason Scott Lee, I guess he didn't know martial arts before this movie, and I can kind of tell at times, you know. I don't know, I could just tell at times. It was just me being a prick. But the movie, it's a biopic. Maybe because I'm not the biggest fan of biopics. I'm not, like, I look at my DVD shelf, I don't have many biopics. You know, I didn't watch Ray. Like, I'm sure Jamie Foxx did a good performance, but I'm just not a big fan of biopic movies. And also, it's like, it's trying to be a biopic movie, but then it does stuff like, you know, at times, Bruce Lee, you know, the character, the guy, his dad had these visions of this demon, and then he didn't want to find his son, but then he said he found his son, so he wants to send him off to America. But then Bruce Lee himself, when he's older, has these visions of this demon, and I'm like, what is this metaphysical stuff doing in a biopic? Like, I get what you're trying to do, I get what you mean, but at the same time, to me, it doesn't work. You know, a biopic is meant to recall the true, real events, and, you know, I don't buy the demon shit. You know, I buy a horror movie where it's fantasy horror. You know, I buy that, but in the real life of Bruce Lee, unless he was fighting zombies and shit, which I would love to see that movie. I don't know how you do it, but, you know, it just doesn't work, this whole thing with the fighting his... I know he's supposed to be fighting his demons, but does that mean literally to watch him fight his demons? Not for me. The fight scenes also, the choreographed like a movie. So it's like, it's hard for me to buy that Bruce Lee himself actually did. I believe he's a great fighter, but if you're fighting for real, you're like, fuck you, you know, you put a thumb in his eye, you know, kick him in the nuts. But to do like, wah, you know, and then hold the blood. I was like, did you really do that in real life? Or, you know, maybe he did, but it's like, why would you taste your own blood in real life? In a movie, it's cool, because he's badass, but in real life, it's like, fuck tasting your own blood, you know, let me kick you in the nuts. I don't know, maybe I'm doing too harsh, but I was never a big fan of the Bruce Lee story. I just couldn't get into it. Real quickly, also, stuff I rented. Anaconda's Hunt for the Blood Orchid. I saw this a long time ago. I cannot believe this film got into theaters. Back in the day, I remember seeing a trailer for this in a theater. I guess just Anaconda, which I like Anaconda, actually. It's a hell lot better than this. First off, the film is PG-13, which sucks. Done by Dwight Little, who did Rapid Fire, I believe Halloween 4, I think March for Death. The guy's done a lot better movies, and he had some bad CGI, forgettable cast. The lead guy's like, hey, how's it going? I'm from Special Forces, let's get up this river. I'm like, dude, fucking shit. Got like 12 testicles. A very annoying black guy who's, no, not because he's black, because he's the black comic relief. Whereas the black comic relief, who is very, very, very annoying. cannot shut up, can't stop being scared. I understand you're scared, buddy, but Ice Cube wasn't even like that. You know, it's like this dude was just so annoying, aggravating, and he doesn't die though. I'll just admit that. But he just Matthew Marsden, who was Schoolboy, the sniper, and Rambo 4. He's the guy who later on he really wants this blood orchid, which is sort of like a founding youth type thing for this company. He's basically the guy who's going to become the human bad guy, trying to fuck everybody over. But yeah, this film, it sucks. People probably already knew that just from looking at it. But it doesn't suck as much as Ninja's Creed, which it's a film with WWE, which, you know, I hate calling it that. I'm going to call it WWF. WWF Diva, Asian Diva. I don't watch wrestling anymore, so I don't know who the hell she is. In a PG-13 movie, yes, a ninja movie that's PG-13. Now, the only time I can excuse that if it's Ninja Turtles, but other than that, PG-13 ninja movie, no, that's not really an excuse. With small parts with Eric Roberts and fucking Pat Morita, which I thought he had passed away before the movie. Like, this is still a kind of a newer film. But yeah, Pat Morita, it might be his last role, I guess. Piece of dog shit, Ninja's Creed. Piece of dog shit. I mean, the film quality, my camera here is better film quality than the movie. A girl who can't fight, like, the action scenes are like, it's like, no energy. There's barely, 7 minutes into it, I fast forwarded because I couldn't take it anymore. I'm like, fuck this movie, I know I'm gonna hate it, no use in watching the whole thing. Even fast forward through it, it looks shitty. And I guess by the end, it basically is this, a guy trying to help this girl whose dad, Eric Roberts, is killed by this ninja assassin. And you can't fucking see shit. Eric Roberts' death scene, he's sitting there, something gets thrown. You see like something hit, like, he's looking this way, something hit like, right here. You see like you don't know how, you see a split of blood and then cut away. Because it's PG-13. And this guy helps this girl, and basically running, and then at the end, it's like the ninja bitch. No offense to any women, but this girl deserves it. I guess in a shitty CGI effect, somehow merges with the guy, like he's possessed, but at the same time, at the end, I guess you're to assume that most of the shit happened was in his head, like maybe there was never a ninja female assassin, that was just him, because he's fucking crazy. He saw this girl he liked, followed her and Eric Roberts home, looked at the pictures, and, you know, created this fucking history, you're a princess, and you're this and that. Created shit in his head, he's fucking crazy, and just killed the girl, and he's just a psycho, and if that's not it, I don't give a fuck. The movie sucks ass. And Operation Endgame, I saw that. I'm not talking about it. Brooklyn's Finest. It's a pretty good movie. Well, no it's not. I lied. Compared to those movies, it's a pretty good movie. But on its own, it's average. I take that, it's average. Because cop dramas, you've seen before, many times. I watch them going, I really watch Copland. Even The Departed. Of course, you had Training Day. Same guy who did Training Day, Antoine Fuqua. Basically, it's like these 3 cops, 3 different areas. Well, the same area, but, Don Cheadle is an undercover cop who has become friends with Wesley Snipes, who's a criminal. You have Ethan Hawke, who's a cop who has problems with money, wants to help support his family, and is tempted to steal his drug money. And then Richard Gere is like this cop who's burned out. Of course, first see him, he puts a gun in his mouth. If you ever seen End of Days, like the weapon, if you burn out, you have to put a gun in your mouth. For some reason. And he's a big cop. He has a few days till retirement, and he's showing his rookie the ropes. Throughout the film, Ethan Hawke wants to more and more get with this money, his drug money. Wesley Snipes gets killed, and Don Cheadle's like, what the fuck's happened? Oh, the guy who killed him, he's just gonna get off. That's all okay, he gets the pass. And Richard Gere, he has another guy who's training who fucks up, making a kid deaf. And so this rookie kid's over, and Richard Gere's retired. And then at the end, they sort of all can get to the same area, same building, I think. They never meet. They never talk with each other. They never meet each other. Ethan Hawke gets killed by a drug dealer. Don Cheadle, he kills a guy, but he gets shot because he's undercover, and a cop shoots him, not realizing he was an undercover cop. So the only person left is Richard Gere, who has followed these girls who he remembered were in missing persons, and saves them, handcuffs one guy, another guy, he shoots, doesn't faze him, they have a little bit of fight, he's able to sort of help himself as well as these people. He's still civilian, so they're like, okay, thanks for everything. And he's sort of, just walking. I love the shot the director did where it's a yellow line, sort of walking in the middle of the line towards camera. It's like, okay, this is the guy. Maybe he can make it. There's hope for this guy. So I like that. And the actors are good. Wesley Snipes he's not in Blade territory for just strong and silent. He's loose, and I like Wesley Snipes. Don Cheadle's a solid actor. I've always liked him ever since Hamburger Hill. We love Richard Gere in this movie. I think Richard Gere, if he gets the right role, he can do a great job. But yeah, it's a decent film. But if you've seen cop movies before, you've seen this before. So that's pretty much it. As for what's coming next, I know in October I'll probably do a horror film franchise like Friday the 13th and stuff. But as for now, just doing random reviews. So thanks for watching this little of what I've been watching. And right now I'm currently watching the season 6 of House, which is my favorite TV series. But anyway, thanks for watching, and take care.